I'm in a tent in the middle of London at the 24-hour Palestine Solidarity Camp, close to just opposite to the American Embassy. And I've been on the night shift, so I'm just coming in to the tent to have a sleep. But I thought I'd do a mindfulness video. And this one is not an exercise, but a reflection. So I was on duty until 8 o'clock in the morning, and Peter came. It was a bit before 8, and we had a chat and a cup of tea, and then he said, I'm just going to go for a walk down to Waitrose. So I said, that's good. And I said, oh, I like to do that too. He said, do you want to go first? I said, no, I'm fine. So he went, and I was watching some Instagram and YouTube videos of Gaza. And while I was here, snug, sitting round the fire, chopping wood, chatting to lovely people, and doing the night owl shift, as they call it. I usually do 12 till 4, but till 8. Well, we were doing that companionably with our kettle boiling over the fire, made of logs that we chopped and split. Another 70 to 100 Palestinians were slaughtered, and I was watching some of them on Instagram. A dark patch, dark red patch, and a guy kneeling on the floor close to it, with a cloth beside him, picking things up in small handfuls from the dark red patch and putting them on the cloth. And the caption or the commentary just said, what do you think he's picking up? I guess it was the mangled body parts and flesh of a child who couldn't have been more than about 2 or 3 at the most, from the size of the red patch. And then I watched one of them, lady probably in America, who was visibly shaken and said she'd just been watching a gentleman with a bag. And he put the bag on the table, and then he opened it, and very carefully and devotedly he began to take things out of the bag and arrange them on the table. And she suddenly realized with horror that there was a hand here and a bit of scalp there and a leg there, and they were all pieces of children that had been gathered up after a strike, and he was trying to arrange them like a jigsaw, which bit fitted with what, which clothing went with which shredded piece of child, so that if there was anyone remaining from their family, they would be able to come in and identify him. And all this was going on while we were sitting around our fire. And Peter came back from Waitrose, and I was almost reluctant to go to Waitrose. I just wanted to go up into the sleeping bag and become unconscious so that I didn't feel such unbearable pain and grief and conflict between my own comfort and safety and friends and convenient toilet down the road, and Peter saying, what would you like me to bring you back? And I said, oh, more like maybe some mixed nuts. And at that same time, the carnage continues. back again, there's a little art exhibition. It's probably a building site that's been boarded off, and the boarding has been used to display art by local people depicting the different seasons. And I walked around with great interest. I thought there'd be spring, summer, autumn and winter, but actually I think every panel had all 4 seasons in it somewhere. And I noticed the Christmas tree and the angels and the doves and the carol singers and the snowy scene, the 3 wise men, and all the traditional things that go with Christmas, a big arch of holly and ivy and mistletoe. And then as I walked back, I was crunching my feet on the gravel, and I'm very, very fond of stones. I grew up on a farm and used to go fossil hunting in the field, picking up erratic stones that had been dropped by glaciers from as far away as Scandinavia. And another thing that I love about stones is that some of them have a hole right through, usually flints. Tradition has it that they're called hagstones because they keep evil away, the witches and the hags and the evil spirits away from you. Holes, stones with holes in, on the entrance to your house, no evil can come through. And I thought this is not the right sort of gravel to find stones with holes in. Do you know what? I did. And somehow the stones grounded me and brought me back to here and now in the moment. Not time travelling, not letting my mind take me any longer to where I feel so helpless and so distressed. More than angry with the politicians that allow this to continue, and more doubling the efforts to support all those who are standing up and speaking out. I felt somehow grounded by searching for stones with holes, and the joy of discovering them in some way was a salve. So that's my video for today, and I'll show you the stones in a minute.